Behind every great footballer is a fiery passion that fuels their drive to win. And when it comes to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, that passion has often boiled over into intense altercations on the pitch. But there have been a few brave players who have dared to stand up to the Swedish powerhouse, risking everything to defend their honor and prove their mettle. Today, we're going to take a look at the top 5 players who dared to fight Zlatan Ibrahimovic and live to tell the tale. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a Swedish professional footballer who plays as a striker for Serie A club AC Milan and the Sweden national team. Ibrahimovic is renowned for his acrobatic strikes and volleys powerful long-range shots, and excellent technique and ball control. He is regarded as one of the greatest strikers of all time. Ibrahimovic has always had a reputation for being egotistical and has started fights with different players on the field. The following are 5 brave players who dared to fight with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. 1. Romelu Lukaku. In January 2021, Inter Milan and AC Milan faced off in the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia, and it was during this match that Romelu Lukaku dared to confront Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The two strikers had been involved in a heated exchange of words on the field, with Ibrahimovic allegedly making derogatory comments about Lukaku's mother. Lukaku, who is known for his fiery temperament, did not back down and approached Ibrahimovic to defend his family. Despite being physically smaller than Ibrahimovic, Lukaku stood his ground, and the confrontation resulted in both players being shown yellow cards. While some criticized Lukaku for his actions, many saw it as a display of his passion and loyalty, not just to his team, but to his family as well. The incident also highlighted the intense rivalry between the two Milan clubs, which has been fueled by the individual talents of their star players. 2. Marco Materazzi. Marco Materazzi and Zlatan Ibrahimovic are two legendary football players who were involved in a notorious altercation during the 2006 FIFA World Cup final. Ibrahimovic, known for his imposing physical presence, was known to be a hot-headed player who was not afraid to confront his opponents. During the match, Materazzi, who was marking Ibrahimovic, apparently said something provocative to the Swedish striker, which led to a heated argument between the two players. Ibrahimovic, unable to control his anger, proceeded to headbutt Materazzi, which resulted in his ejection from the game. While the exact words that Materazzi said to Ibrahimovic have been a subject of much speculation and controversy, it is widely believed that they were derogatory and insulting. However, despite being on the receiving end of Ibrahimovic's violent outburst, Materazzi did not back down from the confrontation. Instead, he stood his ground and continued to engage in verbal exchanges with Ibrahimovic, which only added fuel to the fire. Materazzi's willingness to stand up to Ibrahimovic and not back down from the confrontation demonstrated his toughness and competitive spirit. Despite being known for his physical prowess and aggression, Ibrahimovic was unable to intimidate Materazzi or shake his resolve. The incident has gone down in football history as one of the most infamous clashes between two players, and both Materazzi and Ibrahimovic continue to be revered for their skill and determination on the field. 3. Jaap Stam. Jaap Stam, a retired Dutch footballer, is widely known for his fearless and uncompromising style of play. One incident that exemplifies his bravery and fighting spirit occurred in 2001, during a Serie A match between his team AC Milan and rivals Juventus, when he confronted Zlatan Ibrahimovic, then a rising star in Italian football. Ibrahimovic had been provoking Stam with his words and actions, and finally, the Dutch defender had enough. Stam confronted Ibrahimovic face-to-face, grabbing his jersey and pushing him aggressively. The incident sparked a scuffle between the players, but it was clear that Stam had sent a message that he would not be intimidated by anyone. This incident also showcased Stam's leadership qualities and his willingness to stand up for himself and his teammates. Despite the physical altercation, both players have since moved on and have spoken positively about each other. However, Stam's actions on that day will always be remembered as a testament to his bravery and fighting spirit on the football field. 4. Gennaro Gattuso. Gennaro Gattuso is a retired Italian professional footballer and former AC Milan head coach, known for his tenacity and passion on and off the field. In January 2021, Gattuso and his former teammate and current AC Milan striker, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, had a public spat over a training session. Gattuso reportedly asked Ibrahimovic to leave the pitch because the Swedish striker was not following instructions, but Ibrahimovic refused and confronted Gattuso. Despite Ibrahimovic's reputation as one of the greatest football players of his generation, Gattuso dared to stand up to him and uphold his authority as a coach. This incident highlighted Gattuso's strong leadership and uncompromising approach to managing his team. 5. Maideo. Maideo, a former Egyptian football player, dared to fight Zlatan Ibrahimovic during their time playing together at Ajax in 2003. The altercation began when Maideo became frustrated with Ibrahimovic's lack of effort during a training session. Maideo reportedly confronted Ibrahimovic and insulted him, which led to a physical altercation between the two players. Despite being significantly smaller than Ibrahimovic, Maideo refused to back down and landed several punches on the Swedish striker. The fight was eventually broken up by their teammates, but it led to Maideo being suspended by the club for 2 weeks. Despite the incident, the two players eventually made up and continued to play together on the same team. The fight between Maideo and Ibrahimovic was a controversial moment in their careers, but it also demonstrated the passion and intensity that both players brought to the game of football. In conclusion, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is undoubtedly one of the most talented and successful football players of his generation. However, his fiery temper has led to intense and unforgettable altercations on the field. The 5 players who dared to fight Zlatan, Rafael van der Vaart, Oguchi Onyewu, Antonio Cassano, Rodney Strasser, and Maideo, all demonstrated their courage and determination in standing up to the Swedish superstar. While their fights with Ibrahimovic may have caused controversy and earned them suspensions, they also proved the passion and intensity that drives top-level football players. These players may have gone down in history as those who dared to challenge Zlatan, but they should also be remembered for their impressive careers on the field. If you found this video informative, kindly subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on our videos.